Hello and welcome to Words of an Angel. My name is Angel and I'm so happy to be here tonight. This video is going to be over reasons to believe in God, reasons to believe in a higher being. So for so many of us who have questioned God, questioned his miracles and his presence, I have some insight to share, some personal reasons that I believe, and just some things that have really drawn me to God. So one quote that I want to share is, "I would rather live my whole life believing there is a God and then going to heaven to find out there is not, than living my whole life denying God and then going to heaven to find out that there is a God." And this is really powerful because as humans, we know that most of us know that we are not the most powerful being in the universe, or not the most powerful just presence in the universe, that there is something above us and that there is something that has more power than us. And so for believers like myself, believing is something that you must have faith to do. You must, put your pride down, put everything that you have down, and just believe that there is something higher that has a plan for us. And so that takes me to the verse Jeremiah 29:11, and it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans for welfare and not for calamity, but to give you future and a hope." So just to know that God has a plan, that God is giving us hope for a future, giving us hope for just life after this one, because when we die, everyone questions, where do we go? And me, as a firm believer, I believe that we do go to heaven, and that I am going to see those who have passed away. My mom, she passed away when I was 11 years old, so I was super young, and I believe that I'm going to see her again. I believe that God has, heaven gates and something beyond my understanding. He has this, and he has this great future planned out for me in this life and in my afterlife. And so to know that there's something high that I can rely on and that I can believe is important to me as a believer. And when you start believing, it will be important to you too, because it does give you hope to keep going and not give up, even when times get difficult. And then that takes me to Matthew 28:20. And it says, "I am always with you, even to the end of the age." And God, he makes a lot of promises. And these are a lot of righteous and beautiful and strong promises that he makes. And he says that he is going to be with us to the end of the age. So to have, a God that is so great and so loving, to want to be in our presence, to want us to be in his presence, is powerful. So to believe is to believe that you have a future, believe that you have a hope, and believe that everything is going to fall into its place at the end of the day. And that's why I believe. And another thing is, self-respect for yourself. I know a lot of people struggle with anxiety, and they struggle with lack of self-confidence and even depression sometimes. And at my age, I know that it spikes a lot because we go through a lot of changes as humans at my age, which I'm 17 years old, a young woman. And, transitions in life, they get tough because you start having to go on your own and making your own decisions. And so to truly be able to believe that this verse right here, which is Psalms 139, verse 14, and it says, "I will give thanks to you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made." Now, us as humans, we're made in the image of God, which is a beautiful creation that is above us. And to be fearfully and wonderfully made in his image, that, I don't know about you, but that gives me just a light that I know that I need to shine, that I am created to be more than just someone that's just, ordinary, but someone that can go out and share this word, share this goodness. Like, I am created from a being that's so high and so powerful, and he has heavens expand so wide that it doesn't even fathom to be understandable for us. And so to believe that, it gives me extreme self-confidence that I am fearfully and wonderfully made in his image. To go to the second thing is to love ourselves. For some, can be easier than to love other people. So God teaches, which his teachings are another really great reason to believe, is because he has so many great teachings, so many great reasons to believe and to have faith in him. So one of these is Matthew 22:37, is love God and love your neighbors. So to love him first and then love your neighbors. So it also says, love your neighbors as yourself. And that means that when we think of what we need on a daily basis, we think, we know that we need food, we know that we need water, and we know that we need shelter. And for us humans, we automatically, as a human instinct, is to go and make sure that we're taken care of first. But God turns the tables and he says, love your neighbors as yourself. So put your neighbor's needs even above yours, even above what you need or what you want. And that truly changes who you are as a person. You become more loving, more caring, and you're able to look past what you need and be able to look at what your neighbors or your friends or your family needs and be able to put them first. And that's what God constantly teaches. He constantly teaches to love, to have faith and believe that everything's going to be okay. And that's another reason to believe. And then also 1 John 4:19 says, we love because he first loved us. So we have God who loves us, for God so loved the world that he gave his one and only son. And that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have an everlasting life. And for us, that sounds amazing. And that's another reason to believe, is because we all want to live forever. We all want to have, a future and a hope for the future. So we love because he loved us first. And even if we don't understand what that truly means, I pray that we'll be able to dive more into his word and dive more into what he has in store for us, and be able to understand what this love really means. And I pray that will happen for us. So that goes to Proverbs 3:5-6, and it says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight. So this simply says, if you acknowledge God, he will acknowledge you. If you believe in him, he will believe in you. And so to have a God that, that says that, your path will be straight if you simply acknowledge me. And to lean not on your own understanding. So us as humans, we have so much to learn, so much growth to go through. And even if you're at a point in your life where you have solidified that you will not believe in God, you will not believe in anything that's higher than you, and you believe that you know it all. I just pray that sometime in your life, you'll understand that we as humans have so much yet to learn. There's so much yet to come. And this verse says, humble yourself and lean not on your own understanding, but believe that God will make everything happen. Everything will be okay. And so that's where I stand in my belief. I believe that, God is righteous. I believe that He does have a plan for us, and that He has these teachings that I strive to follow, which are to love our neighbors, which are great teachings. And I will continue to follow Him for as long as I live and into the afterlife. And I pray that you will too, and that you'll be able to solidify a faith and a belief in God. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful night.